our Discord and say we are live. So that it's going to be Mousecast at everyone. Oh, if I can spell everyone. Yep, I borked it. We are live. Yay. Just an at everyone with nothing else. Oh, Hall effect, dude. You breathe on the enter key and there it goes. Hello, everyone. I'm Phalanges.
And I'm literally eating nerds right now, but here we go.
You are what you eat. Welcome to the Mousecast podcast for the week of Friday, July 25th. This week we're talking about, we didn't even pick topics. I don't know. How
There's a
about
new mouse in the scene, the SyLical Helix. People think they know what the shape is. They don't.
they don't? Yes. Also, a competition for from Darmoshark to G Wolves? Question mark. All right. I should actually open the first thing so you guys can actually see something. Here we go. I'm sorry. You know what? If I'm being honest, Dazz and I are a little bit. We started off a little pissed off and tired, so bear with us. We'll try to be engaging. Um,
Good luck.
yeah, subscribe. We do this every Friday. New episodes either live or 11 a.m. Eastern. I don't really know. I think we're just gonna do them live from now, and we'll see. Discord link in the description below. Okay, Daz, question. Book smarts or street smarts? And what's on your desk right now?
Book smart because that's me, and I'm not street smart at all. I've been told.
I'm
Beast X tempered, Beast X mini tempered.
mini, okay. Bro.
Singularity is on my desk.
Okay.
I'm not picking it up.
Yeah, same. I have a, oh man, I am low effort because I've been having computer problems. WMouse Strider and Laonda Walhout. Apparently the whale is coming out with a new pad or mouse we'll talk about. Um, Last week we had the poll dongle size preference. Let's see the results from that. So I think I voted for Nano. You voted for Screen because why not, right? And the winner was Screen. Also, Nano's up there pretty high. So this is interesting that
Huh,
people would choose big over Screen. Two
it
votes
is.
for Doc. Okay. Well, there's results.
Big is just so boring. It isn't like
I
there's nothing
know.
going.
I do like when the LEDs on the new Razer Viper V4 Pro, there's three dots that indicate different things. That's good. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I appreciate people with a dock. By the way, do we have anyone in chat? No one in chat yet. Okay, very good. And then could you just bring up the stream real quick and I'll talk about what I have on my desk just to make sure that we're like
Yeah.
not dead. I don't know.
Yeah. Hold
Wait,
on.
I already said
There's
the
a weird
Strider.
reverb happening in this one ear, but this
Oh, nice.
one side of my $230 IEMs I have, so that's cool.
$230. Wow. Well,
I
I
hadn't
linked the
paid.
wrong thing here, but okay, well shoot, I messed up on this link. I'll put this in chat. So if we go to man, this might be a garbage show, dude. We're already like
Well,
super
it's a garbage
unorganized.
podcast, man. It's fine.
If I go from hot, oh, I can't sort by today, I guess, anymore? Okay. Well, son of a gun,
Rip.
where was the poll that I had? Am I gonna literally have to search for this? Okay. Well, I had a straw poll that I posted this week, guys. And I'll put this in the chat. Have you ever modded a mouse? This is going in chat. I wish I could. Oh, I can't chat. Okay, cool. Um, yeah, have you ever modded a mouse? So I have different levels here. I actually posted this yesterday, and I have different levels. I didn't really know how to do this. I did multiple, like you can select multiple ones. So I selected, I've done this. So I guess I would select everything here except for nope, not at all. We got skates or level one is skates, grip tape. So just pay money. Level two is simple repair, like if you've ever, I don't know, opened up a mouse because something was rattling. I don't know. Level three is soldering. So I call that anything with switches or an encoder. Level four is weight reduction. So this is where you're going to have to get like tools like, you know, battery swapping or destructive, cutting up the base. And then level five is like something fully custom, either a PCB swap or 3D print. I think some people misunderstood me, but yeah, lots of participation actually. And this is rather cool. So I'm not surprised that it's kind of a countdown because of the way I phrased the question and or the way that I had multiple selections. But this does goes to show, dude, the majority of people at the very least have changed skates or grip tape. Like, look at this. Only 2.7% of people haven't touched their mouse.
Who are you?
Yeah. But then again, I mean, well, what's a mouse that you can just use out of the box? A lot of Lamzu stuff is that way.
Yeah.
Lamzu sock skates are good. Um, their switches are good. Yeah. Weight's good. Yeah, yeah, thank you, Soul Out. I know. I don't think I can edit. Maybe I can edit the description right now. I'll try. But anyway, yeah, so I'm gonna put this. Oh, I can't edit it right now, actually. I'll put this in the description. Save. Okay, that should be updated. Thank you guys in chat. Next thing. Let's go into our first topic. Razer Cobra HyperSpeed. Look at this, dude.
Stupid.
Yeah,
Stupid.
I know.
Stupid.
So, wow, guys, Razer new mouse. Should this be in the thumbnail? Maybe. I don't know. AimAdapt has a video out. If you guys don't know, it is just the Cobra is the Viper mini shape. Oh my gosh, legendary. But then it's like RGB and ified and stuff. Now, hyperspeed in this regard does not mean rechargeable, does not mean AA battery.
Anything.
Yeah, it doesn't mean anything. 62 grams. So if you guys already know, there's the Cobra Pro, which is, isn't this just the Cobra Pro? Wait, what's the sensors different maybe?
I think it's like, wasn't the Cobra Pro like 10,000 pounds or something?
Um,
Gen 4 opticals now, optical scroll wheel
oh,
probably.
mm-hmm. Okay, it's got the HyperFlex recharging, wireless charging if you use their mouse pad. Dock, I think. Oh, and it does include the wireless charging. Oh, includes wireless charging puck if you buy the dock. Okay. 2-year warranty. Okay, whatever.
Such a zero fucks given pod.
I know. I'm sorry. I ran out of water in my one water bottle. Got to reload. Quick swap.
Oh my
Hot swap water bottles. There's an AimAdapt video. I honestly don't really care, Dazz. Okay, if Razer contacted you, first time ever, they're like, we want to send you a sample of one of our products, and it was this. Would you cover it?
Yeah, I'll just cover it honestly. Of course, it's a stupid product. Was it Deck G from our Gondek he used to go by? Was like, oh, this looks like a good mouse. I'm down for this. It seems like I'm in the minority, and you are.
I don't know. This is well, Daz. It's not a bad mouse for 2022.
It's just Razer knows that this. First of all, the construction of it. Like, can we just make it solid shell with all these little tiny crappy plastic pieces coming together?
Yeah.
Can we drop it 20 grams, 15 grams, 10 grams?
Yeah. I am just confused where this slots in between like the Razer Cobra. There's different versions, right? Well, we get the Pokemon version now. The white actually looks kind of cool, white and black. I mean, it is a little bit cheap looking, but I still like two-tone. So there's the Cobra Pro. Then there's the Cobra Wired, which is 58 grams. And then there's the Cobra Hyperspeed now. But I don't really know the difference between the Pro and the Hyperspeed. I guess we should have prepped more. Let's just move on because we're not an authority here. Let's talk about EloShapes. EloShapes updated their website. This is kind of cool, guys. Yeah, so there's a little bit of a different like process here. He has these menus. Mouse pads are coming soon. Look at this. Mouse pads coming soon. Compare and browse over 200 plus mouse pads. Follow their his Discord server is not very active, but he does do his announcements there. I love this little teaser GUI that he has here. Like, look at this. He has speed and pictures. I wonder if he's gonna do like magnifying glass, microscope pictures. Like, doesn't Stubby have that one? Stubby has that one. Yeah. Word I can't think of Google Drive folder.
A sheet?
Yeah, but
Spreadsheet?
But sorry, the big update with EloShapes that I'm beating around the bush with, he added sensors and switches. So if we just go to browse here, no pictures yet, but he does have like some rudimentary information. I believe he manually entered all of this stuff too.
Pretty incredible.
Yeah. So if you guys don't know, DPI is dots per inch, or CPI counts per inch is actually more accurate technically. That's just a resolution, just like, you know how your computer screen is like 150 ppi or whatever pixels per inch. It's the same thing, dots per inch. It's resolution. Finer resolution is more detailed. IPS is inches per second. This is your max tracking speed when you swipe the mouse. Realistically, like if you sit down and you just not even trying to aim, you just send it, you're probably not quite hitting 300 IPS. Usually 200 IPS is good enough for most people.
Hold up. You realize the title of this stream is Pulsar Release Machine Go Bird July 4th?
Oh, whoops.
Yeah,
Really?
it's
Oh.
very on point for the stream. Yeah.
Very
It's just everything's just terrible. Disaster.
This has been a disaster. Sorry, Daz and I have been. Yeah, today was a day. It definitely was a day.
Life has been occurring.
I don't know.
Yeah.
What did we want to title this one? This is Mousecast 038 for July 25th. And I don't know, we call this one, I don't know, we're tired.
We're tired, but we're still here.
But mouse, I'll just say the mouse news must go on.
There you go.
Okay. So sensors comparison is cool, I guess. Switches, I'm glad this exists. I'm never gonna use this because so the weight of switches, I just fulcrum mod until it's a nice crispy amount, and then the actual feeling of a switch can't really be captured in a spec sheet. I don't know. I don't want to poo-poo on it though. Like this, it's like I said, it's good
Great
that this
stuff.
exists.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Do we want to move on to the next bit of news? Mouse
Yep,
modder
move on,
spreadsheet.
I'm a nerd.
Oh, I will say I do have this if anyone cares. The mouse modder spreadsheet, I should post this in chat or in the description. So sometimes I'll get a message from somebody being like, "Yo, thank you so much for the spreadsheet." And yes, this is here. So this started out as battery swapping. I have if you can even read it. I started out with like, I don't know, so an ATK X1 Pro White comes with a 250 milliamp hour battery that weighs this much. Here's the pinout. Here's all the internal information. And I'll even put what the stock weight is because we can never trust manufacturers to use a scale correctly, apparently. Yeah, anyway, this exists. And I told Elo he's welcome to reference this and everything. So, but
Better
I think,
update those ATK switches.
oh, dude. Well, I know. No, I should have like a contribution date in here now. Son of a gun. I don't want to do that.
Yep.
Let's talk about something else. Let's move away from that. Darmoshark or Damoshark M5 Air. G-Wolves has competition. We got a carbon fiber fingertip mouse that weighs in at 30 grams, huh?
See, now here's a company that when they name a mouse, I know exactly nothing about what it's going to be. Thank you, Darmoshark.
It comes with skates. Look at that.
On your X5 and your M5 and your M3 and your X3 and your M3S and your M3S Max.
Yeah. Like the M3S, they're actually like different shapes. I don't know. I don't know.
Thank God Lamzu names their mice things.
I know.
Props to you, Lamzu.
I know. The alphanumerics, I've like ranted about this before. It's crazy how like we can't figure this out. Zowie's alphanumerics are great. Alpha alpha then a number for size. Easy. Anyway, the Damoshark here, 100 USD it seems. Yep. So
How damn small is mouse?
I don't know. I don't know if I'm getting ratioed here. I don't really know what this means. Anyway, this was teased all the way back in January on Twitter. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, competition for G-Wolves is good, I guess, but I don't know anyone who's been asking for this. Yeah, I mean, the normal M5 Pro is actually a decent fingertip mouse, good coding, good switches, slightly different shape from the other ones. It's like 39 grams, I want to say, so I guess this is 9 grams lighter for a bunch more money. Yeah, $94 on AliExpress. I don't know if this is the official price. I translated the euros here, but I couldn't find it on AliExpress, but Jammer CS did. And then I said, here's maybe a reason for us to care. Darmoshark is Motospeed's in-house brand, right? Motospeed is a major OEM now with carbon fiber tooling and know-how. Maybe they're cooking something good next. Sure. And I said, fun fact, yeah, the Final Mouse Classic Ergo is literally a Motospeed. Oh, the sticker's peeled back. This is a Final Mouse sticker. This is a, yep, Motospeed V2. Yep. So
Pretty funny.
that's also why like the Darmoshark M3 is pretty much a. Can I actually look that up on EloShapes? The Darmoshark
M3S
M3
or the
is
M3.
the full size M3 is pretty much an Air 58.
Mm.
Yeah, pretty similar. Okay, nothing
Well,
else to
someone asked
say
in the
here.
server, did you ever answer if someone asked if Deluxe was using Kysona like OEM stuff?
Oh, that I don't know. I started like on my I won't bring it up. I started on one of my spreadsheets like a list of OEMs that we know or the name and then who the OEM is.
Yeah.
But I haven't gone anywhere with it. I don't know. It's just something in the back of my mind. Kysona
Okay.
Mercury. Hey, someone in chat asks, Soul out in chat asks about the Kysona Mercury. Let's jump over to that. Oh, and that is actually, yeah, that is the next thing. Kysona Mercury coming soon from Kysona Official. A new standard for small hand precision, engineered for fingertip and claw. Optimized for small hands, super light form, unshakable structure. It's on the way. Stay tuned. Okay, so we have a rear hump. We have a little bit of side curvature here. You can see there's a little bit of a ledge here. Slight comfort grooves in the buttons, low button height. Okay, and then proportionally this looks like small, maybe stubbier than a Sora.
Nah, this is Zowie too.
It's a reference
No
to
one else will
how
get that. Yeah.
people in, yeah. So it was funny. Who Robin Head in the Discord was like, what do you think it is, Phalanges? I think it's and he named something, and I was like, good question. And then all of a sudden, I'm in all caps. I know what it is. And my autism memory, I guess, when it comes to mouse shapes, was going back to the MG607 listed on Kysona's website. Take a look at the button seam here.
Maybe you are. Maybe you do have mouse autism. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh shit. That's it.
I think that's it. We have this is flush up here. I can't see a DPI LED.
What's nice about Kysona? Well, they just give their mice actual names and use their own
Yeah,
shapes.
and now you can have a Mercury mouse and go buy an LGG Mercury pad. RIP.
Pulsar. So what's the deal with this M607 then MG607?
There are specs with this. So they're saying there's multiple versions, 3311, 3395, 3950. This is all what we've come to
Is this
expect.
an X2 Mini? Is that what this is?
That's what somebody said. I think we might have maybe. I hope
I
not.
don't know. EloShapes. Go.
Yeah, it's not on there yet. I do appreciate
Oh
the
no, but
gold
what is the
color.
X2 Mini though compared to those specs? X2 Mini
Oh,
116. Oh, you got
yeah,
the M Chose L7 Plus.
yeah,
Not on there. Come on, Elo.
yeah, not yet. 39 grams plus or minus
Kidding,
3
buddy.
grams without cable plus dongle. Okay, so that's gonna be a 42-gram mouse. Okay, I don't know. I guess it's a mouse. I appreciate the gold, dude. Do you remember when we had Pizzogel on the podcast and there was a
You
video or
did?
something of yeah? Remember we interviewed him?
No,
Oh, well
I
I
was being a dick.
oh
Anyway,
okay. I was yeah. I know you were smiling. I was like, are you pulling my leg? If you are, it's not funny.
I've awoken now. I've consumed caffeine at 11:50. What an idiot.
Oh, smart. Do you
Yeah.
remember though there was a
No.
video and the LED was like flashing because it wasn't paired yet, or maybe it was my mouse, and he was just like, haha, yeah, compact solution.
Wait, what's the go back to the dimensions? That's funny though, yeah. He was like
Just he just knows.
118 by 63 by 38. Okay.
More like 119.
Because the
Yeah.
SyLical Helix is 118 by 61 by 38 and 39 grams. So I was just like,
Yeah.
oh, that's interesting.
Let's
Yeah.
jump over to the Helix, but I do want to say,
This looks usable. Looks like a good shape.
yeah, there's a little bit of taper here. Maybe I am thinking like an MCHO's L7 Plus, kind of a Sora shape.
It looks like an
Oh, dude,
X2
what a good. Oh my gosh, my
1.5.
clicks are so good, Daz. I could
Yeah, the
cry.
L7 Plus is very, very, very good.
Anyway, Mad R plus Sora. That's pretty much what I was thinking. The sides looked a little bit flatter.
Yeah.
Another X2 clone. Yeah. Um, I thought there was somebody here who had a bad take for us to roast. Anyway, let's move on to the SyLical Helix. So this was leaked by Dazz. Do you guys remember last week Dazz leaked these pictures? Yes. 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 Well, now it's official. EloShapes at least announced it, and so did SyLical Gear. Omron Optical switches, TTC encoder, PAW 3950 sensor, 8K hertz polling rate, 39-gram weight. Side button slightly forward biased, pill shaped. I like that. We have a little bit of side taper. That looks nice. Where is the hump? Hump is fairly centralized, slightly back shifted, but rather central. Kind of a taller mouse, like an S2 would be.
Yeah, it
Um,
does look nice too.
the
Yeah.
top down, just like proportions, make it look like a Fanatic Bolt, but it's definitely not a Fanatic Bolt in terms of hand feel. It's not going to be. I was thinking Santali S10 stubby. So Santali S10.
FPS.
Come again? What?
WFPS. What?
Oh,
That
yeah.
was stupid. Yeah,
Why
I
do
guess
the
you can see
side
that.
buttons look so big on this? Anyway, um,
Mm. It doesn't like they took it and smashed it. Like
it's
it got
just, yeah,
compacted, so then it got a bit taller.
yeah.
So
Anyway,
different shape.
yeah,
Yeah.
it does look like I feel like I'm gonna like this shape, but I know one of the comments is roasting it as, oh, too safe and boring. Yeah, that's okay. Drinking game, take a shot every time a company releases a generic ambi. The game only ends when somebody makes a wireless MM720 clone with modern tech and no holes. MM720, do you guys remember this one? It's the pinky rest one.
I
Yeah,
love this mouse.
yeah, yeah.
I can relax claw that comfortably. Otherwise,
Oh, yeah. This was the thing though, dude. It's exclusive to maxesport.gg, which is a
a site that
French.
doesn't exist yet.
So first of all, 110 euro, and it's
I am out.
this. It's a French.
À la boutique.
Yeah.
At the Attic and Dragonfly. The Zywoo.
Yeah. So it's exclusive to this, so we're not getting our hands on it. But 110, sorry, 109.90 euro to USD. They're gonna be like 120, yeah, $129, dude, from a brand you've never
Oh,
heard of.
Lamzu mouse. What?
Yeah.
This has to be better than the Hyperlight to be remotely justified.
Hyperlate's $90 with the 1K dongle, right?
Exactly. This has to somehow be worth $30 more than that. I don't see it.
Yeah, Hyperlight's like small mouse of the year for 2024 too. Like
Yeah.
it's really
Yeah.
good. Um, I don't know. Cyrox V6 is solid too. Well, whatever.
That's what I was gonna say that too. Yeah.
Okay, that's all we have to say. Next topic, next bit of news. This isn't news. I don't know. I'm dumb, dude. I just like learned about this the other day. Like I think I remember seeing this way back when the HTS2 Pro with this like goofy ass skate design. This came before the Ultra, but this seems even more
Hmm.
insane than the Ultra.
It does. It is.
Can we get a
Well, it's
bottom
super
picture,
tiny.
please? Yeah,
It's
it's
like what,
tiny.
113 millimeters, maybe.
But that's measuring like this crap. This is a fingertip mouse AF, dude. I love their AI. Even are these even AI? Maybe they actually commissioned somebody for these.
What's the dimension?
Um, I don't know. Oh,
112.
there we go.
Mouse autism plus
One,
one. Dang.
112 though, but that's including little tail feather here though. Anyway, yeah, the bottom. I don't know. I just saw it somewhere, and the bottom of it is like totally open. It's pretty wild. Wait, HTS2G Wolves mouse bottom. See if I can just pull up a picture. Nope, that is the plus. That's this guy. I want to see the bottom of this one. It's insane. It's totally open. Like you actually screw. Usually you like screw the two tops and bottom together. Instead, it's just the top. You put the PCB in, and then you screw the PCB in, and then there's like skates on the outside. It's pretty wild. Anyway, I respect that outside the box thinking. I won't be picking one up. Anywho, TheWhale. Oh wait, I did have more
Yes.
pics here.
Oh, thank goodness.
I'm stupid. I was looking for pictures. There it is. Isn't that nuts? They screwed it in from the bottom, and then here's where the skates go. So if this is a one piece injection mold, that's kind of an insane mold. I don't know how they would do this with they would need a slide that like comes out and up. Wild. And then they have all their PCB reinforcement. Very cool. They always do this sideways sensor thing so they can get it a little bit closer to the scroll wheel, Dude, I respect G-Wolves. They min-max every dimension, that's for sure.
Might be S tier. I don't know.
Yeah.
Definitely A tier.
And they like their
Not
blue
the Smouse, the company.
PCBs.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
PCB sidewall reinforcement, go.
Yeah. Okay, next bit of news. TheWhale is making a mouse? CFRP, first end-to-end mouse sub 50 microseconds mouse, will be manufactured exclusively in Germany.
Is this the worst top-down picture of a mouse ever? Or is the shape terrible?
Is this, yeah, is it a rendering that, and we're like seeing the slight back picture? The
This looks like
sides,
someone took a Play-Doh mouse and smashed it.
yeah. Wait, what, can we read the replies? Am I gonna have to be logged in? The replies are
Nope,
like,
call up Elon.
the replies are like half of them are like, awesome, can't wait. The other half of the replies are like, you're a piece of shit. I don't know. I've never interacted with the whale. He's very stubborn from his replies to things. So the whale is addicted to AI. This does kind of look AI generated, dude. It does. AI, when we
Yeah.
would ask Chat GPT to generate make a picture, try Chat GPT. Shoot, can I?
Disaster.
I
You
don't
have to
want
be
to
logged in.
sign it. Oh. Oh wait, okay. Create a picture of a black mouse. Darn it. Okay. Well, yes.
I can do it.
Eh. I just know that when we did it, even like the logo, so the Mousecast logo that you guys have, this logo, this is AI generated by Dazz. You can tell because all the font is like kind of
So
warpy.
is my logo. Yeah, but I'm scared to change it.
I know, same. And then yeah, I just recently updated my YouTube logo, so you guys might have noticed that. That's also AI generated. A little bit more simple, but let's go back to
That was just one of the iterations we had, right?
yes, it was. But you did like
Yeah.
you spent like a while trying to refine it.
Days.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But the banners that we have here, these are I created these. And I actually have wait, can I tease something? I was going to change yeah, I can tease something. I was actually going to
Don't tease me.
tweak. Okay, here's how I do. If anyone cares, I don't know. This show's off the rails. I kind of don't care. Here's all the thumbnails. I just do them in Google Slides. I've come up with a new news
We
banner.
can't see anything.
Oh, what?
Oh, okay. I can't see anything, but the stream can.
Oh, okay. Weird.
Discord's just frozen on the whale mouse. Yeah.
Oh, maybe I shared the tab instead of the. Okay, sorry. Well, anyway, there are new. Actually, let me try fixing that real quick, Daz. Share entire screen and share this screen. How's that? Now can you see it?
Yep.
Okay. So this is a new news banner that I think I want to do because actually we've been splitting our news into 3 segments: mouse, pads, keyboards, and then I would have another. It's too granular. I never remember to change the banners anyway, but I do like this one. I think it might be too busy in a thumbnail though. So
I just sent you my results for create a logo for a mouse podcast of a gaming mouse in Discord. So
okay. Discord, can you please open? There we go. Beautiful. There it is, boys and girls.
there it is, boys and girls. It's the whale mouse.
Damn.
Every mouse you ever have AI create ever, unless you really, really, really try hard, will have a DPI button on top. We'll have rubberized sides, like rubber sides rather. 2 to 6 side buttons.
Wired.
Wired, always wired, no matter what you ask it. This has like a weird microphone mount merged with a headset. But it actually spelled mouse and podcast right, which is insane because the word misspelling was off the charts before. This is probably 10 times better than 7 months ago. Crap.
I
8, 9
actually
months ago.
like this.
It's not bad. It has better text.
Ours is a little. Let me bring up ours. Ours is a little over designed. I don't know. I like it. I
Yeah,
do
I like
like
it
it.
too, but yeah, we could change it.
I
Yeah.
like the hands. Yeah. Anywho, okay.
Yeah. Sidebar.
Okay, back to the news. Randomfrankp Pulsar collab, which I did not link because I didn't update the doc. Let's just go to mouse review and we go to random. Wait,
What do we think about
Pulsar.
Random Frank P?
I have not watched him at all. He's a little
He's
bit
irrelevant
too.
to me.
Yeah,
Mainstream,
even when
high
I
level.
was into YouTube, like YouTuber, tech YouTubers, he was too YouTubery.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey
even
guys,
like
it's Random Frank P.
Linus Tech Tips, I still follow pretty heavily. And dude, the content's good, the titles are bad. The titles and
Mm.
thumbnails are too clickbaity, and I'm like, dude, just like a title will be like, I can't believe this worked, and then you're like, well, that's garbage. That's way too vague. And then it'll be like, I don't know, they hacked some Linux thing to remote control their wife's minivan or something. I don't know. It'll be like really interesting. Anyway,
Yeah. Right.
this was funny. Pulsar X2 Crazylight instead of Randomfrankp, we have Robert F. Kennedy edition. I said, ah, yes, Pulsar X U.S. Secretary of
Did
Health.
you see he tweeted at Linus because Linus covered his last mouse, like asking him if he wanted to cover this mouse.
Oh, really?
But the phrasing that Frank used was like, I got another mouse with Pulsar. We've like got it way down in weight and all. Like, he phrased it like he worked on it or something in my mind, and I was just like, no, dude, you just took an X2
No.
Crazylight and put a skin on it. Like,
Yeah. I mean,
not a good skin at that.
even then, yeah. I do like the translucent green. What is this screenshot, brother? What is this screenshot, brother? Officially announcing the Randomfrankp. Yeah, anyways, Crazy Lights are good mice, guys, but I don't know. I just use an MCHO's L7.
Yep.
Yep. Much
Oh, here
cheaper.
I got the tweet.
Omron Opticals. Oh, yeah?
Into Discord it goes. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
We're releasing a new updated model that's better in almost every way. It's just the phrasing.
Yeah. His original colorway, I actually think I like that
Oh, that
more.
was better. Oh yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
RFP
Yeah, we're
as
releasing.
opposed to RFK.
Yeah. I don't know. It's all right. The colorway's fine, but yeah, I think yeah, Random Frank P is kind of, I don't know, whatever.
Cringe.
He's
Yeah.
succumbed to the curve. That's what Linus always says. No matter what, you will succumb to the curve.
Oh no.
You'll drop off. I know. I'm sorry,
I
Daz.
will die before I succumb to
You
the
and me
curve.
both. Dude, Mousecast is gonna have 50 viewers, and it's gonna be sad. But how are we doing on live viewership right now? Actually, 14 watching.
Fluctuating. Yeah, we had
Well,
17 2 seconds ago.
appreciate you guys. Let's go over to some other news. Random Frank P. We talked about. This is a quick one. White Zowie Wireless mouse spotted. Look at that. It's a
Oh,
EC. 10,000 people watching Daz. Red, please too. Yeah, I agree with that. Cool. Oh, classic Zowie though. Classic Zowie takes forever to do anything. Here's another bit of small news. If I can open it in Discord, because Kovacs in our Discord server posts these banger frickin' leaks, and then he doesn't source them though. iRok HE60. So iRok the HE3. iRok HE3 is a Viper Mini clone. This guy.
oh,
Yeah, I've never gotten one because it has that hot swap battery thing. Or it has their version of it, if this will select it. Yeah.
looks very Red Dragon.
Doesn't it though? Yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
observation.
the sharp angles in the front, like M1 and M2.
It does. And like all kind of monotone color. The skates look cheap as heck. Huh. No thanks.
Are they squared off? Oh man, that's bad. They're like
Yeah, well that might just be
sharp
the
edge.
rendering, but yes, they don't look great. Anyway, maybe the HE6 will be better. We have a carbon fiber. Look at this. We got smaller holes, so it's actually bearable probably. We got a Darmo
Looks like a Ponage mouse.
that they went with Ponage meets ULX.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well,
They have this almost looks Darmoshark here. Good evening, Alex Lee.
good evening.
Look at this. Look at that. The sides don't come up to the. Remember the like finger pinch thing?
Yeah.
This is kind of an old shell philosophy. The side buttons aren't split?
That's the bane of my existence because like my pinky will rest as I bump my mic always right in that spot to get pinched.
Yeah. Well, I don't know
Disaster.
if this comes in at, Attack Shark R5 IPI float price. It could be good. It does look kind of like an HT a Hottie S shape maybe. A little bit of side curvature, centralized hump, maybe slightly rear biased, slight comfort grooves, and kind of stubby. Kind of
Love
stubby.
child of Final Mouse and Ponage. If it's the love child of Final Mouse and Ponage, it's gonna be way overpriced, which this probably will be. So.
Dude.
It's gonna be really
Revisiting
overpriced. Gonna have pretty shitty QC. People are still gonna buy it though.
47 mouse tier list.
This
Uh,
Stormbreaker I have feels so bad. It's
does
horrid.
it?
Oh my goodness. The one
Brother.
I got. It was one of your eBay posts you suckered me into.
Oh yeah? I have a
Yeah.
story about
If
one
you
too.
shake it, the magnesium like M1 and M2 just like
Mice that
clank up and
people have.
down.
Sorry, that
Whatever
was
like reinforcement they had between like the buttons and the switches is just completely worn away from usage. So like M1 and M2 just clank up and down, like which you could
gross.
fix. But
Yeah,
yeah, it's bad. So
gross. I know. So, okay, small stories time. I had an eBayer. I bought a Ponage Stormbreaker, the like original black magnesium version from
that's what
for
I have. Yeah.
for only $40 shipped or $46 shipped. Very cheap
What did I
price.
pay? Did we buy the same mouse? Are we the same person? Hold
Did
up.
he
Go ahead.
mess up? Okay, so my guy sent it. Tracking said it came here, and then it was like literally at the distribution center down the road from me, and then it got returned to sender. And the reason was simply undeliverable.
Who's the seller? Taylor's son X.
No, I think it started with
Because
the
I
letter
paid
M.
46.92 for this phone Stormbreaker.
Oh shoot, wait a second. That sounds familiar. Hang on, Daz, are we about to learn something? Dude,
You might have dodged a bullet. This mouse stinks.
maybe he
I spent 15 to 20 minutes cleaning out each individual groove of his skin.
no.
Ugh.
Okay. My purchase, dude, was 46.92, but from McMonge70.
What the hell?
Dude, I'll send this to you in Discord. I don't want to. I'm about to flame this dude, so I don't want to. I'm not gonna make this like public, but I also don't really want to. I don't want to. I want to tell the story, but I don't want to expose my address. Anyway, it got returned to sender. Then I asked for a refund. Well, I messaged him for a refund. You always go through messages before you get eBay or AliExpress involved and see what the seller's willing to do for you. Homie's like not responding and he's asking for more money to ship it back out. And I was like, if I gave you the wrong address, if it's on me, yeah, I'll pay for shipping, but I think this is on you, dude. He's a new YouTuber or new eBayer with what's his feedback? Um 13 items sold, 5 feedback. So he's fairly new. It's probably on him. So after he didn't respond to me, I opened a dispute. The dispute, eBay, I guess, is going to side with me today probably because he messaged me yesterday saying, hey, I sent the refund, but I'm having issues. I still need the $15 for shipping though. I'm just like, bro doesn't know. I'm about to get my money back and there's nothing he can do about it. So, sorry, that
I
was
don't
an
know.
aside.
We paid the exact same to the penny of shipping and tax and
Well, it
price
might
and
have just
everything.
been that
Tax
it
makes
was
sense though.
it might have just been that it was listed at $40 and then shipping was calculated and you and I live in a similar area. I don't know where they
Yeah.
came from, but
No,
what
I
I
don't know.
wanted I brought up this tier list, dude. Look at where we put Final Mouse.
Great. Yeah. And then we both got one. Cool.
Well, I do have a really awesome QC 10s edition, but I don't know. They're S tier in terms of innovation, in terms of value. They're literally what was the
Below okay. Poop tier.
yeah, they're literally poop tier in terms of value. I don't know.
Yeah.
Guys in
E-waste.
chats, tell us if we're wrong about where would you put did we call it poop tier?
E-waste. That's what you called it.
E-waste.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe
Alpha's
no
not
no.
UAS anymore. Good job,
No.
guys.
I would maybe do Final Mouse and no no just because the value's so bad. I don't know. Just flip them and scalp them and screw over the idiots who try to get $2,000 collections for the Discord roll. Ugh. All right, let's go to the next topic. Let me close out of this here, close out of this, close out of this. We're 40 minutes in. Omron Opticals in every mouse. Oh yeah, this is worth watching. All right, hopefully the audio doesn't screw you guys. This is a discovery I made this week.
Nah,
My
it's
mind
so
is
loud.
blown. We could apparently use Omron
Just
optical
kidding.
micro switches in mechanical switch mice. No more having to buy Pro Max.
This is a little bit educational too. I like educating stuff.
What percent of people were soldering switches though?
Continuity test to the normally open lead.
Uh,
That means
it
in
was a
normal
decent
condition, if the
number.
switch is open, the circuit is incomplete until. There's also the normally closed pole, which is this third one here.
Anyway,
That's normally open here, or for ones that.
I do think I show how the optical works though at some point. Where do I do?
Laser door opener. There's a little mechanism that shuttles between those
Yeah,
to break
this is what it looks
or,
like.
Open up that beam, right?
So that
But
little
there's
flag, they
still
call it, I think they call it a
open up that
flag.
beam, right? But there's still
Yeah.
the normally
Yeah, so
open. That's crazy.
yeah, so an Omron Optical, basically TLDR is you can use an Omron Optical and place a mechanical switch. You just change the solder points. So I've actually been rocking at work. I don't know where it is. I have a Lamzo Atlantis OG with Omron Opticals in it. You don't get any of the optical benefits. You don't get, 0 debounce, blah blah blah, because you're still just making an electrical connection. But yeah, no, I'm absolutely love it. Solau asks, are there any drawbacks to this mod? No, other than Omron Optical switches are kind of expensive. They're like literally $1 a piece. Or I don't know, I guess other people are just cool spending. I mod a bunch of my mice, so I don't spend the $2 each on Mouser for them, but yep, that's kind of cool. Another bit of small mouse news. Turbo mode is live in these 3 mice, Crazylight, X-Lights, 10 Signature Edition, and X2F. You can nuke your battery life for more placebo performance. That's all I really have to say on that. And then AliExpress sale dates 2025. If you guys don't know, just Google search AliExpress sales calendar. And this is pretty nice. So we just finished the July sale. And we're going to have, so at the beginning of every month is Choice Day. There's a guy in Discord, Oak, who is looking for a Styrox V8. And he's like, is this a good price? And I was like, yeah, that's the going rate. But if you wait a week, you'll hit Choice Day at the beginning of the month. Choice Day always gives you coupon codes for roughly 12% off.
Mm-hmm.
Every single start of every single month. So August actually has a few sales. September, October is pretty dry. November has the 11/11 sale, which is kind of bundled into their Black Friday. These are really, really big sales, as well as their anniversary sale, their summer sale, and then their 11/11 and Black Friday. Those are the 4 biggest sales of the year. 11/11 is the Chinese Singles Day, apparently. Big holiday there. They go out and buy themselves something nice because being single, I guess. I have no mousepad news. Oh, whoops. I don't have the news banner up. No mousepad news. Little bit of keyboard news. Did you see these on MetKeys, Dad? Daz? Dad?
No,
Dad!
son. I did
Dad!
not.
Can I have the
Go to bed.
$155 Gateron magnetic switches?
What? They're not boxed. They're circled.
So
Encircled.
these are actually banger switches. In Peripherals has a video showcasing these. And dude, like no stem wobble, really nice, deep, muted sound.
That design is insane.
Yeah.
Good. Wow.
Yeah. And then magnetic pink spark, I don't know.
Oh, I saw tweets about this. Okay.
Yeah, there's a few keyboards with it now. I want to say there's a VGN keyboard or something with it, like the VGN Neon. I forget, whatever. Anywho, how much is too much for switches? Good quality switches that are HE switches, so they're gonna have to be linear. There's no fussing with tactile bump location. How much would you pay? Let's see, a base keyboard is, I don't know. You're building a
This is
keyboard.
not a good question for me. I have no idea. I've
Oh,
never bought switches once in my life.
okay. Well,
What
I
do you?
would say in a keyboard, so the VGN keyboard that I have in mind that has these switches on AliExpress, it's like $200.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. These switches are not cheap. If I build a keyboard, I usually look for like I do have a keyboard built over there, but I can't get to it. I don't know, like $1 a switch is a little pricey. I'm not
Yeah,
a
it
s-
is.
I'm not a super enthusiast about it though. But think about, I mean, if you have a full keyboard, that's $100 and some in switches alone. So
So I got 90 Jade Pros for 25 bucks. That's the most I'll pay. That seems good. Yeah.
how many?
90 for 25.
90, yeah. That's a very good price. Yes, that's a good
Yep.
price. Yeah, a lot of the
50? Maybe
switch
50 is
packs.
as much. That seems like a reasonable number.
Yeah, it
That's like
depends
the
on your
max I would go.
keyboard too, but if we go to mechanical keyboard switches, and then we know that HE switches tend to be more expensive, maybe because of tighter tolerances and they need magnets in them too. I don't know. But it's pretty typical that wow, 100 pieces for 16 bucks, that's good. But this is from Yiluteng. Like Akos, these are pretty common. Around 12 to $15 will get you 35 to 45. So you can get a full keyboard for roughly 25 bucks.
Wow.
And Akos are pretty good value, but
I've
yeah.
heard that Otemu are crap. So
Yeah, they used to be. They've gotten better. They were like one of the super duper budget brands. I remember their old blue switches were so wildly inconsistent, it was comical. Yeah, In Peripherals had this video on them. I don't really want to talk about this one switch forever, but just Homie has such good quality videos. We hear his voice in this one too, but I can't understand it. Anyway, he gives us really good camera work close-ups, and he shows the stem wobble. He shows a million things. I guess if you're really interested in this switch, go watch. We say in peripherals because that's the translation. I don't know how you find it naturally.
yeah.
And then last little bit of news segment. Oh, this was cool, dude. Look at this. Look at this. He's got creatine. He's using his MacBook trackpad as a scale, 182.0 grams,
That's what that post was. Yeah, that's really cool.
180 grams. Yeah, isn't that cool?
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Most expensive scale you've ever seen.
Actually, no. Look at Cam Vinci's scale, with the acrylic bubble on top, and like
When I weigh keyboards, I use my like package scale now. Yeah.
I know. I went to weigh my HE68, no Galaxy 68 Epo Maker. I went to weigh this dude on Amazon because I got a Vine review unit.
Okay.
Bro, it maxes out my. It's over a kilogram, so it maxes out my precision scale. Yeah, this thing's nuts. This is actually a really, really nice keyboard. 80 bucks.
I got offered a keyboard that's advertised at 2,000 grams today. So.
Ooh. Yep. So the conversion, if you don't know, it's 2.2, 2.205. Okay. So yeah, that's gonna be 4.4 pounds. That's like the weight of a decent laptop.
It's a big boy. Yeah.
Yeah. This is a good keyboard if you guys don't need HE. Boardzyfest recap. Yeah, let's go over to that. So Boardzy posted a couple of pictures. TY Goat, or this guy posted the pictures. They did a pinata. Oh, there's Boardzy. Wait, he's shorter than I thought. What? That was the first time I met up with a couple of my gaming buddies. One of them, actually both of them were like, "Oh, you're taller than I thought." But the one of them, like as soon as I met him at the door of his house, he was like, "Oh, hi. You're taller than I thought." I'm 6'2". You're 6'3", I'm guessing.
Who?
You? How tall you is?
I'm 6 foot.
Really?
Yeah.
Am I taller than you then? I'm 6'2".
Apparently, yeah.
Huh. Well, anywho. I'm sorry, that was a really weird, awkward way of me like judging your height.
That's fine. I don't care. I have to peace out for a bit here as well.
Okay,
Dad life. So yeah.
okay. I'll carry on. The discussion topic for this was like, is Boardzyfest like, if I can't help but imagine this might be a little awkward in some scenarios. What do you guys think, chat? Got a bunch of guys standing around. Like, it's really good on Boardsy to put events together like a piñata. So the discussion question for chat: what would you have at your little mouse event if you could plan it? Sky's the limit. Let's say you could rent out a convention center if you wanted to. I don't know. Like obviously a LAN type setting, like a LAN event would be really cool, wouldn't it? Having giveaways is cool. Like Boardsy gave away a crap ton of. He has his special edition. Yeah, this was the banner he made for it. Of course, AIR. Heck yeah. Wait, what, can we see what's on the computer screens? I don't know, a game of some kind. He did. Goodness, this is like not gonna. Twitter is so brain dead. I don't understand Twitter. Like, unless I'm signed in, it won't. It's showing posts from 2023. Does it just sort by? Does it just sort by like upvotes or something? I don't know. I don't understand it. I'm actually going to have to sign in. So he gave away. Oh no, this was not at Boardzyfest. He gave away Kurosun pads. 100 units arrived the day after Boardzyfest, so I have a ton of these to give out. Holy crap! 100 units from Tekasai. Replace X with X cancel in the URL. Okay, let's try that X cancel. Verifying your request. Oh. Interesting. Bro, thank you. Okay. It's like a little bit of a different viewer, I guess. Anyway, thank you, J // in chat. He gave away these Pulsar. Dude, these are sick. These Boardsy Zebra Abstract Edition X1 Crazylights. X2 Crazylights. He gave away. Was that it? I thought he gave away something else too. So giveaways would be cool to have at an event. What else would you guys have at an event? I know you mean X, freaking Twitter. I still search Twitter every single time. X is like the worst thing for searchability. Maybe having like some modding or something would be cool. I don't know. I do all my battery swapping, so I could like bring some batteries and show people like how to take stuff apart. You could do like a LAN type setting would be really good, even if it wasn't like people have to bring their computers because that's so impractical. Just like I don't know, Super Smash Bros. Melee for the GameCube or something, or anything else. Food might be a good idea. Depends how long people want to hang around. And then maybe another thing is to have like a list of restaurants. So afterwards, there might be people, Boardsy's like, hey, we're done. We're done at the convention. You guys can go to any of these places and go hang out if you want to continue. Because some of those people, maybe they're buddies and they want to hang out afterward. So paint booth, that would be cool. A little bit impractical in terms of like drying time. But yeah, paint booth would be really cool. Like, yeah, dude, that would be really cool. Even if it's not like full on spray painting, just like yeah, some sort of customizing. Yeah, because think about it, you go to like an art fair or whatever, and they'll have the face painters or the little fake tattoo henna artists. That would be cool. He should rent at a small venue or hotel lobby. Doing it outside is crazy. LOL. Thank you. I think you hit the nail on the head where it just let me go back to the doesn't it don't they just seem out of their element? We're all touching grass. I'm sure grass touching jokes were made, yeah. It's funny though. I mean, gamers like mouse people, we're all just people at the end of the day. We share a common interest, but it's not like, I don't think most of us are the South Park WoW gamer. Like this is your G502 user. I'm sorry I said it. Sorry, G502 users. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. That's how I would do boards. That's how I would do Phalanges Fest coming 2026. No, not really. Another bit of news. Battlefield 6. I'm a Battlefield player, so Battlefield 6, the teaser was released today. It's just a teaser trailer, so we're not gonna watch the whole thing. It's not a gameplay trailer. It's really just here to build hype. Sorry, you're only gonna see like 2/3 of it, but you're not really missing out on much. It's just a bunch of cinematics of pretty much like people meme on how many helicopters did were crashed in this trailer. So it's just kind of a mini tage of a bunch of Battlefield type experiences. I don't know. People dig into like all the maps with these revealed trailers. You know, this is engine footage. It's not in-game footage, but it is engine footage. Yeah, so people climbing things, a merry-go-round that's on fire, people jumping out of airplanes, presumably. Sure, trenches. We got a guy who maybe is going to be in a single-player mode. We got rockets that blow up a dam. Yeah, look at that. So, anyway, I'm a Battlefield player. To me, this trailer didn't hit really hard. This just felt like a generic FPS trailer. Battlefield 6, it's like supposed to save the franchise, hopefully, because the past couple releases have been garbage. But if you look back at the other trailers, I didn't realize I'm talking over this. There's like music in the background too. I just don't have it playing. Yeah, it's gonna be taking place in New York City, I guess, or at least that's like some of the combat. That was the Brooklyn Bridge there. Cool. Destructive environments. To me, it didn't hit that hard. The Battlefield 2042 trailer was a banger. The Battlefield 1 trailer, that was with the blimp at the very end. That was a banger. But anyway, so this game's out. Don't pre-order it if any of you guys are interested in it. Don't pre-order games ever. Never, ever, ever, unless I guess you're a content creator. All right, so let's go on to Reddit recap. Reddit recap. Dazz is still out. If you guys are just joining us, we're gonna go over to Reddit recap. Clone please. Rival 310 shape my beloved. I like this one. LOL, the shit posts this week have been prime. There actually were some good posts this week. Let's take a look at some. Swiped really fast and my Zeromouse exploded. So this is, I think, our thumbnail this week. This is so dumb. So look at how many upvotes this got. 6.1 thousand. You guys want to see the most upvoted things of all time? Okay, 16K because it's a giveaway. Giveaway 13K. Giveaway 8K. Giveaway PMM. This is the top upvoted post of all time that's not a giveaway. To me, personally, I'm like, I don't freaking care. Like, homie probably bashed into his keyboard or something. And it's 3D printed. 3D printed things, you know, it's a non-homogeneous material, meaning layer properties. It's not like, you know, liquid plastic that flows into a mold. It's printed layer by layer. So you're going to have things that break at the layer lines, you know? Even though I think this is SLS printed. I'm so sorry, but this post is so funny. Yeah, exploded like a character dying in Lego games. That's actually kind of funny. I couldn't focus in my CS match after it exploded. LMAO, yep. Based on how little support structure, $150 mouse, by the way. I just don't, I don't know why this is, I don't know. Some things just really gain traction, and then Reddit has a bit of a herd mentality. This post wasn't created to create hate or damage Optimum's reputation. I'm the original owner. You can simply believe me or not how it broke. There's no way for me to show something like a video to prove it. I'm in contact with support to work something out. Okay, this is the V35 mod kit. So yeah, if you guys don't know, the Zeromouse, it's made by a YouTuber, Optimum Tech. Really awesome YouTuber, very high quality videos. He doesn't post frequently though. But yeah, he's done a bunch of revisions, and he had a mod kit that you have to go get a Viper V, correct me chat, Viper V3, V2 PCB. This guy's using the stock battery too, 306 milliamp hour battery. You could go lighter, but yeah, designed by Optimum, who's like a decent, pretty competent FPS player too. So, I don't know. He's like, do not use a generalization. I just want to know how you frickin' broke it, dude. There's no way you just either you squeezed the bejeebas out of it, or you like slammed it into your keyboard, or you nerd raged donkey punched it. Can we do some forensic analysis? Hang on, hang on, hang on. Okay, so we have skates here. So this is the bottom. So this is this corner here. This, wait, which corner? Oh no, they could be either corner. But this is still has one of the triggers attached. Here's this trigger here. So this broke off here. Yeah, I don't know. The fact that it like split up here, was he pressing down into it, like pressing forward into it? I don't know. V2 Pro, says Alex Lee. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, that's good that it's a V2 Pro. Still super solid performance and way cheaper than sacrificing a V3 Pro PCB. Anywho, that was the top upvoted thing that I personally don't really care for. So let's go back to doom scrolling. 4 days ago. Oh, Logitech releasing a 4th GPX2 colorway. Pulsar releasing their 30th X2 colorway. Can someone explain to me why Logitech gets pooped on whenever they release a new color of the flagship mouse and why Pulsar isn't? I don't think does Logitech really get pooped on? But I don't know. It's just easy to hate on Logitech because they're so boring. That's the thing. Have you seen an actual new release that isn't a GPX refresh from Logitech? Yeah. G309, G705. Yeah. The GPX Dex was exciting. We're coming up on a year with that release. I don't know. I don't really feel, yeah, stagnation. I don't really feel like going through this. Do they even make new colors of their mice? No, I don't think so. I mean, like occasionally I'll get like the Pixel Edition Logitech. Like they've done some cool, the Pixel Edition way back from the GPW. This is not the GPX Superlight. This is the old 79 gram version. You can see because there's buttons on both sides. True ambidextrous. I know you can get like AliExpress Logitech GPX shell. I think you can get them in different colors. Yeah. This is, I think, was this the League of Legends edition? No, the League edition was something else. It was blue. I don't know. Oh, by the way, chat, you can get the Viper V3 Faker AliExpress shell. Bro. You can get just the shell from AliExpress for like 24 bucks. I'm probably going to try pulling the trigger on one. I don't know if it's the original mold or if it's going to be some cheap piece of crap knockoff. I really hope it's the original mold, but it's only the top shell, no bottom shell, no scroll wheel, no PCB. I don't know if it has side buttons. I'm not going to dig up the search anyway. There you go. You buy a bunch of Viper V3s in black, shell swap them, then sell them as Faker editions. No, I don't think. I think the Faker edition actually will come up in Synapse. The Mad Hater says, yeah, shiny black, jet black, and matte black and dark black. Bro. All right. HyperSpeed is the worst branding ever created. Yeah, so this was in response to the Cobra HyperSpeed. That if you guys are just joining, the Razer Cobra. Oh, I still have it up. The Razer Cobra HyperSpeed is a huge old nothing burger. It's a Cobra Pro, but a little bit cheaper. If not, I don't know. It's $100, so maybe it's not even that much cheaper. 62 gram weight, rechargeable battery instead of. So okay, this guy's doing this is such a good response. Viper V3 HyperSpeed, different sensor, removable battery, same shape as the Pro, released before the Pro. Yeah, do you guys remember the eBay one that got leaked? Yeah. Death Adder V3 HyperSpeed, it's a worse sensor. By worse, it's really not like, it's still totally okay. No removable battery, mini version of the Pro, released after, yep. And then the Cobra HyperSpeed, again, worse sensor, no removable battery, same shape, lower weight. Yep. Very, very consumer friendly, image related. It's confusing, you're right. What does a HyperSpeed branding actually mean? It's like they should have a light variant. Yeah. I have the real answer. I remember someone asked this to a Razer rep. He replied, it means the mouse uses our HyperSpeed wireless technology. Round of applause for the marketing department at Razer. I get it that they They're using the word, okay, my theory is the word light sounds cheap. Razer doesn't want to brand something as cheap. HyperSpeed is simply a way of saying Pro is for the high end, HyperSpeed is the light version, but HyperSpeed, because of release schedules or whatever, it's kind of a nebulous term. The Pro is generally going to be better, but HyperSpeed is still totally competent at winning tournaments, so whatever. Fun fact though, Razer Viper V3 HyperSpeed rechargeable mod. I wonder if this is gonna come up. No, this is not me, but I did take inspiration from this. So if you guys love the HyperSpeed, the Viper's super forward sensor position, you can buy from Amazon these. Should I grab one? I'm gonna grab one. Hang on, guys. Shorts reveal. Yeah, I bought these from Amazon. They are simply a AAA battery. There we are. It's a AAA battery, but with a USB receptacle in it. That's it. So you shove this inside of your HyperSpeed Viper, you hot glue it, and you make a little connector, or you direct solder it like I did. Yeah, and these are rather lightweight. And then you got yourself a rechargeable HyperSpeed. So he did this at 55.9 grams. So that's actually pretty good. I keep it at work. I don't when I forget to bring a mouse from home, that's the one I use at work. All right, let's move on to personal ramblings. Switch the banner, Mousecast banner, personal ramblings, and we got to bring up some retention gameplay. So if you guys care at all, you guys want to see what's on my YouTube recommendation? I've been watching a lot of like history things, like airplanes and stuff. I'll just like listen to that. Leave a comment down below. Do you guys watch a lot of YouTube? You guys do what do you watch on YouTube? Actually, I got a discussion question. Okay, first of all, if you guys go to my channel, if you ever want to watch any of my gameplay, I just have retention gameplay here, which I probably like keep playing the same one over and over every week. So I don't know. Let's scroll to this one, 20 minutes long. Sure. So I was talking about, if you guys in chat, what YouTubers do you watch? What categories do you watch? Do you like history stuff? Do you like Mark Rober? Do you like, I don't know. Are you not a YouTuber? Are you just here for the Mousecast podcast? What I actually wanted to talk about this week was like, what inspirations were there for the Mousecast podcast? Because I'm not a huge podcast listener, but I have been watching Linus Tech Tips WAN show, which is like a tech news recap show. I've been watching that since its inception. I got into building computers when I was in high school, so that's like 2008, 2009, and Linus Tech Tips was one of the more relevant channels, and I rather liked his WAN show, the live show, because I don't know, I just felt like he had a good blend of controversial takes, but then also like somewhat thought out takes. I don't know, whatever. His personality isn't like my favorite thing on earth. I just do like how he and Luke have good back and forth banter. It's always good when podcast hosts are not overly formal. Like that's something that we try to break the ice with whenever we have a guest on the podcast. Like we try to talk with them a little bit beforehand, and I try to hit them right out of the gate. Like as soon as, introduce the audience to who you are, which is a little bit formal, but then right out of the gate, ask them something stupid like, like, I don't know, something personal, but lighthearted. I don't have a good example, but like, I don't know, what'd you have for breakfast this morning? It's a bad example because it's not very deep, but point is, oh, thanks for letting me farm that guy there. But point is, it's not just let's get right down to business. So anyway, the inspiration for the Mousecast podcast, some of it I take from the WAN show. So when we tease topics at the very beginning, or we're supposed to tease topics, that's the thing from the WAN show. The structure of it, the segments, that was something that I just did organically. more just because segments. I didn't want this to just be sit down and talk forever and there's kind of no flow. I wanted some sort of structure. I have also learned that structure doesn't really matter. Um, it matters for the people who want to click the timestamps. By the way, guys, shout out if you're here just for the news and you never stick around for the, that's fine. That's why the news is there. There are short form. I think Stubby FPS somebody used to do short form like edited like weekly mouse news recaps, but it didn't get a lot of views. They were doing like 2,000 views and it was a bigger YouTuber. I wanted to do something more long format, so um but yeah, judging from, we did a poll a while back that was, what was your favorite Mousecast segment? What's your favorite Mousecast segment? And news was the highest. We didn't get a lot of participation. It's not really good data, but yeah. So the WAN show is not major influence. That is some influence. Another podcast I listen to is Level One Techs with Wendell. They do, the one thing I don't like is they just do a lot of headline reading. So they'll do like a quick reaction and then to a headline read. Headlines can be kind of biased, so I like to have a little bit more organic conversation come out of it. That's another good part about, like, I was about to do the Mousecast podcast by myself solo. Maybe I've told this story on here before, but like literally 2 days before I was gonna do the first one, like I had started a doc and everything, I messaged Dazz, and he and I had been messaging. He and I met up for a mouse market transaction like over the summer, and then we started this podcast in November, so the fall. And we had been chatting. I don't know, we got along well. So I was like, wild thing, but would you want to try this? And Daz didn't have a YouTube channel. I made Daz who he, no, I didn't. Oh my God, no, Daz has worked incredibly hard at his channel. You guys should go subscribe. If you're here and you don't know about Daz's channel, what are you doing? He was like really hesitant though, because like even being on camera and talking and listening to yourself, it's kind of weird, but you get used to it. So I wanted a co-host because banter is what you want. Different takes is what you want. Otherwise, I'm just talking into the void. Luckily, I have live stream chat here. I'm here for the host as Pastel Plague. Yeah, Pastel Plague is an IRL friend of mine, so that's cool. What's up, dude? We both have Miatas. We met up for the 4th of July and yeah, drove each other's Miatas. That was fun. So yeah, I was thinking about I would love to have a second host, but I think that's just, it starts into like scheduling conflicts and stuff. So I would love to have multiple hosts though. I also think I talk too much though. So maybe just having one other host. But I mean, Daz even voiced like when we started recording the podcast initially, he's like, I don't want to talk all that much. And I was like, okay, that's fine. Because I feel like I talk too much. He's like, okay, perfect. He's more succinct than I am too, which is good. Yeah, the WAN show, what other inspiration do I have from it? They do like really long format, like they're upwards of 4 hours now. Um, we've, I've kind of generally been like hour 30 to 2 hours. Yeah, I don't know. I know one guy in chat says history is nice, crime stories as well. Yeah, crime stories can be good. Um, yeah, there was a school shooting in not far from where I live a few years ago, and so I listened to like all the court proceedings over that. That was interesting. Yeah, I don't know, what other content do you guys watch on YouTube? Yeah, history's good. Speaking of Mousecast beginnings, what do I have here? What is this? I have to open this in Discord. Okay, I gotta check to see if this is good. Yeah, just watch the retention gameplay. Oh yeah, was this the day that Daz and I started the pod? Oh my gosh, we message each other so much. This is at 10 a.m. Does this say what day of the week it was? Oh, this was the day that it went live. Yeah, so this is November 7th, 2024. Daz and I talked about, I think we talked about like hosting styles, how I'm more talkative and he's more reserved. But he's also more succinct, and he was like worried about being on camera. He adapted to it incredibly quickly, which is something. I mean, Dad says he's introverted, but that got us talking about the personality assessments. Have you guys ever done personality assessments? They're kind of um, they're kind of pseudoscience. Sorry, I'll bring up I gotta bring up the retention gameplay. I gotta keep you guys engaged. Have you guys heard of the Myers-Briggs personality assessment? 16 personalities. This was, I guess, me when I took it. I'm either ENTJ or ENTP. So personality assessments, they can be somewhat interesting, insightful into yourself. You have to be careful because a lot of them will just speak in very vague terms, and vague terms mean you just agree with all of it anyway. But Myers-Briggs like had some research behind it, but it still is like I'm pretty sure it's like debunked. But uh I do know a former coworker of mine, he's old guy, retired, but then went back to work and opened his own consulting business. He was the manager for Honda Die Casting. He was the engineering director for Honda Die Casting North America. So Honda, as you know, they make cars and other stuff too, like lawnmowers and snowmobiles. And die casting is a manufacturing process, kind of like injection molding, how mice are made, where you take a hot liquid metal, you shoot it into a mold, you cool it down, and now you have a part that's the shape of whatever that mold was. So die casting, engines, cylinder heads, pistons, connecting rods, transmission cases, these are all die cast parts. So he was a director of engineering that oversaw something like 12 or 13 Honda die casting plants in the US. So this dude was high up. Incredibly nice guy. I remember he said when Honda was opening the Marysville, Ohio. Can I actually look this up? Honda Marysville, Ohio. When they were opening this plant, oh, what products do they make there? Let's go to the Wikipedia. Marysville Auto Plant, MAP. They make the Honda Accord there. They make the Acura TLX and the Acura Integra. And previously, oh yeah, they did the Acura NSX there. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, Rob telling me about the NSX and how it was a bit of a flop in terms of a supercar, but he said it was a real flagship product that got a lot of people hyped up. Acura TL Accord CRV. Anyway, he said, going back to the personality assessment, when they were looking to staff it, all the upper level and I think even middle management, but definitely upper level management, they contacted everyone and were like, hey, apply here if you want to relocate and all this stuff. And they did personality assessments. I don't know if it was part of the hiring criteria or whatever, but he did say it was done for understanding how teams might mesh together. So it wasn't like, oh, you are a, can I go to personality types? Oh, you are an INTP, therefore you cannot be in a managerial position. It wasn't like that. It was more like, hey, you over here are an ENTP, the debater type, so kind of a person who likes, thought and debate. But but the person reporting to you is an ISTJ, a logistician. So understand that your logistician might have a really good logic behind why a decision is being made, but the I means introverted, whereas the E here means extroverted, but they're introverted. So as a debater, you might anticipate that they give you pushback if you say something stupid, but this person might just default to being a yes man because they're introverted and they don't want to debate with you or something, or they see you as, they're higher up, so they don't feel like they can. So it was just a way of understanding each other. I thought that was insightful. I don't really want to say that like it's not like crazy important. Something I did in college because, back when you're in college, you're all like self-exploring, and I guess it's insightful into. I'm always a believer in the more we understand as people, the better we are off. Always, always, always. Um, sure, naivety is ignorance is bliss kind of a thing sometimes, but in general, like humankind, the better you understand each other, the quicker we can resolve our differences, the quicker we can come up with efficient solutions to problems. So I don't know. When I take it, I'm pretty much always ENTP. I forget what the letters mean. E is extroverted versus introverted. Can I go to? Okay, sorry. I'm gonna pause this gameplay and see. do they break this down into strengths and weaknesses, romantic relationship? Can I just see parenthood? Yeah, leave it in chat if you guys have ever done one of these before. Otavio says that's pretty neat. I work in managing teams in office and have lots of trouble matching the workers. Yeah, again, I still caution you. It's very pseudoscience-y, okay? So don't be like, oh, you are this, therefore you're not compatible with that. I mean, it's kind of like astrology symbols and bull crap. But what it does do is it allows you to take a step back and assess how you go about friendships, how you go about your career, how you go about your workplace habits. So yeah, this is just 16personalities.com. I'm trying to see, let's see, personality types, personality test, teams and profiles. It looks like they actually have some professional tools here if you really want to. Maybe you can look into that. I don't know. I wouldn't pay a penny for it. The test does take a little bit of time. Here we go. Here it is. Okay. So the tests do take a little bit of time. I want to say they're like 100 questions or whatever. And if I just I'm not going to actually take one, but yeah, you rank it. So you regularly make new friends. So for myself, I would say I'm probably here. This is how strong you are. So like I'm an extroverted person, and you have to try to also not give yourself information bias. Do not pick the ones you want to be. Don't be like, oh yeah, I'm such a friendly person. I love making friends. Like, really, do you actually make friends? I would love to be here, but realistically, I'm probably here. I would not say I'm neutral. Like, I'm the kind of person that, like, I don't know, you are getting fast food and the fast food worker accidentally drops a fry or whatever. I'll crack a joke about it. You know, I won't just be like, I don't think I'm that awkward. I try not to be. Complex and novel ideas excite you more than simple and straightforward ones. This is very much me. Here I am talking about like metacognition and that's probably what I would say there. I even work in R&D, and novel ideas is exactly what I do for a living. You usually feel persuaded by what resonates emotionally with you rather than factual arguments. I would disagree. I'm definitely a logical person. I don't think I'm super strong though. Like I definitely can be a little bit emotional. I don't know. I'd be like this, sure. Your living and workspaces are clean and organized. Not really. I don't know. Look behind me. Not very organized. Well, it's organized. It's just not clean. See all the little bins up there? So I'm not going to go through all this. I want to say this is a crap ton of questions, though. You can dodge certain questions, but they say don't dodge questions. Don't hit neutral, because that I think just throws it out. So try to actually, if you think you lean one way, just lean that way. So the personality types, here's what the letters actually mean. You get assigned a 4-letter, then a dash, and another letter. So the first letter is wait, what? Brother, am I don't 16 personalities, letters. All right, here we go. And we'll put the retention gameplay back up. Okay, so extroverts. Okay, the first letter is E or I, extroverts or introverts. And don't think of this as like you like people or you don't like people. The way it was explained to me, yes, extroverts are energized by personal interaction, whereas introverts can sometimes feel there's a meter, right? And as you spend more and more time with people, you're depleted. I was super duper exhausted and really not feeling this podcast today, guys, if I'm being totally honest. Seeing you guys interact and chat, seeing Dazz hop on and stuff and chit chat, that spiked it. When I go to a party, if I leave at like 10 o'clock because like the party died out or whatever, I'm usually like, who should I text to see if they're still awake? So that's E. For me, I'm E. Then the next type is S or N. S for sensors or N for intuitive. So sensors are realistic people who focus on the facts and details and apply common sense and past experience to come up with practical solutions. Whereas intuitives prefer to focus on possibilities and the big picture. They see patterns, value innovation, and seek creative solutions. So I guess intuitives are a little bit more abstract, and sensors are a little bit more, here's what's in front of me, and this is what it means. Then T or F is thinkers or feelers. This is pretty self-explanatory. So thinkers are logical and feelers are more sensitive. So this is one that's usually males are usually thinkers, females are usually feelers, at least from my generalization I'm making from my college friend group. And then J or P at the end, judgers or perceivers. So judgers tend to be organized and prepared. They like to stick to plans that they make, and they're comfortable following rules, whereas perceivers prefer to keep things open and kind of flexible, a little bit more whimsical. Spontaneous is a good word. Yeah, I've also heard this called prospecting instead of perceivers. So yeah, that's the 4 letters, and then you also get a dash at the end of it. You get a dash, which is either turbulent or assertive. And I think that's pretty self-explanatory. If you're turbulent, you're more go with the flow. If you're assertive, you're the one to sort of speak out. So I'm usually ENTP and then assertive, usually. But it's funny because I feel like I'm really not, like, I don't know. I give people the benefit of the doubt a lot. But here I am. Even me making that statement is like a confident one. So maybe, whatever. Yeah, feel free to take it, you guys, and let me know. Have any of you guys taken it, and what does it look like for you? Have we talked about this for too long? Possibly. I don't know. Retention gameplay. Just focus on that, guys. Because I'm trying to think of what other topics we have here. We could do an Am I the Asshole story. Sure. Sure, let's do Am I the Asshole stories. Alex Lee says people take the results at face value and place so much emphasis on them. Yeah, it's kind of like with the personality test, you can't, it's not your identity. It's not like, oh yeah, they're a Sagittarius, so I can't even talk to them. Like the moment that you do that, you've lost the point of the purpose of a personality assessment is to understand yourself and other people better so that you can communicate and get along better, not so you can alienate. Yeah. Wow, this is a freaking farm here, dude. These guys are bad. This is delicious. Yeah, having to pop more smoke because, yeah, there's so many people. PP29, best gun ever. 65 round mag with a fast reload. Oh, it's the target switcher's dream. Too bad I'm not good at target switching. Okay, let's do top from this week. So feed best. We do top this week. Am I the asshole for not waking up a tourist who overslept and missed the day trip she paid for? Oh, okay. My wife and I do a bit of vacationing, so let's see what this is. Hi guys, I'm 21 female, a Bulgarian tour guide who accompanies groups to Sicily, Italy. On a recent trip, a woman who was traveling alone, mid-30s, was consistently oversleeping, okay? So this is like a multi-day tour guide, okay? The first day after we arrived, we had a trip to Etna and Taormina, for which the depart was 8 a.m. as we do all other day tours. I make sure that all tourists are informed of the departure times on the bus the day before, and they also have a number to call in case they forget, so I can remind them. They also have printed out pamphlets, okay? All of the group was on time except for the one woman. She was late by 10 minutes, which, okay, maybe she got caught up in something and was late. I excused it, then mentioned to the whole bus in the mic that I do not tolerate lateness beyond 15 minutes at most. Yep, tour guides, they gotta get on their way. Except in the emergency, like a forgotten possession. You must always be called if you're running late, okay? The next day, the same tourist was late again by 25 minutes, almost an entire half hour. I called her twice to no answer, and we were just about to leave without her when she came out running and got on the bus. She got lucky. The receptionist at the hotel asked me about a missing piece of info on the rooming list and earned her some time. Wow, okay, yeah. I reminded everyone again, I will not be waiting anymore. Fair. Strike 1, shame on you. Strike 2, shame on me. Strike 3, yeah, you're out. When we came back that evening, she asked if I could make sure to wake her up on time. Okay, I reminded her a third time I'm not responsible for waking people up. Everyone gets a printed itinerary with departure times. That's true. As a 30-year-old, yeah, you should be an adult. Figure it out. Maybe if you have like some condition or something, make her aware of that, and maybe she'll be more accommodating. But if it's just like, hey, I'm a lazy piece of crap, help me out, there's a certain point where you gotta grow up and take ownership. Well, on this day, we were visiting Syracuse. She didn't show up. I waited 15 minutes after the supposed departure time, called her twice, no response, then left with the bus. She called me in a panic about an hour later asking where we were. I explained the situation calmly. She got angry and said I had one job and I cheated her out of her money she paid to go on the trip. We already know the answer to this. I mean, look at this. Am I the asshole for not personally waking up a grown-ass woman despite multiple times? This isn't that all interesting of a one, I don't think, guys. But obviously, this is not. Obviously, she is not the asshole. This is a grown-up who needs to figure out how to set an alarm, change the alarm sound, change the alarm time, go to bed earlier. There's a bunch of things you can do, dude. What do the comments say? This woman could have also requested a wake-up call from her hotel. Yeah, that's right. She's staying at a hotel. Easy. Why is it on tour guide? Weird. I'm an avid traveler. I'd be angry to sit on the bus every morning waiting on someone who's chronically late. Yeah. And that poor rest of the group too. Time is money. She'd be wasting mine. If she's worried about her, she needs to set an alarm. Yeah, go to bed earlier. Like, bro, this is not solved problem. Grow up. Anyone else notice the tardy tourist was asking OP to knock on her door 15 minutes after the scheduled? Yeah, I don't know that careful translation things. Battlefield, more gameplay, sure. Here's another redact. Let's do a different. Let's do a different map. There we go. Stadium. Yeah, anywho, you guys want to see what my Reddit notifications look like? Oh yeah, I have Mouse Market notifications. Now you guys know the real cheat, how to get all the deals on Mouse Market. Just sign up for notifications. Apparently the notifications here are delayed by like, I want to say 20, 30 minutes. But there is an app that I think, or a Discord or something that somebody has where you can get like push notifications immediately. Yeah, there's that. Funny enough, the Mad Hater says, funny enough, my boss told me to leave 15 minutes earlier, and I still ended up being late. Yeah. My dad said he had a band teacher. He did marching band in school, or like timeliness is, for performance is very important. And the band teacher would always say, if you're on time, you're late. If you're early, you're on time. But if you're on time, you're late. And that's just a good mentality to have. Get to something 5 minutes early. Leave 5 minutes before. Don't, if you think you're early for something, just go ahead and leave. Chill in the parking lot. Go on your phone. See if other people are there early and chit chat with them. It's not difficult to blow a little bit of time and then you'll be there early. And who knows, maybe somebody will be like, hey, Austin, you're here early. Help me out with this or that. Just be early. It shows it's professional. I don't know if I really want to do we want to do another Am I the Asshole? I feel like that one, I do so much talking. I feel like it's just boring. I'm supposed to talk because it's a podcast, right? Here's a short one. Am I the asshole for pointing out my wife acted similar after my sister-in-law's gender reveal? So my wife's sister is pregnant. So my sister-in-law is pregnant. Okay. She had a gender reveal last Saturday. This is her second baby. Second baby is a boy. First kid is a girl. Sister-in-law was kind of disappointed or surprised, I guess, about having a boy, but I wouldn't say mad. My wife only has sisters, so sister-in-law probably didn't imagine herself raising a boy. Weird? I'm sorry, but when you get pregnant, what is it? With your first kid, it's 51% male, 49% female, something. Don't fact check me on that. That could be wrong, but it's 50-50. I'm sorry. Flip a coin and you get what you get. So anyway, on the ride back home, my wife was talking about how it was weird her sister was so visibly disappointed when Blue came out. But like, she acted the same. So the wife acted the same. She got over it after a day or a week. But she still was. We have $2. She was hoping for a boy and a girl. She was like, we're not talking about me though. And I just said, just pointing it out. She responded, you always do that. Kind of just admired the air for the rest of the car ride. I don't know if this is, yeah, typoed. So, this is so trivial. Why did this get 9.5k upvotes? Okay, this one's pretty trivial. So, sister-in-law was slightly disappointed in getting a second girl, but he called out his wife for being the same way when they got a second girl because she actually wanted a boy. Um, Man, I'm sorry. I don't know if it's just late. I just don't care. I just don't care. I'm sorry. Just don't care. Get over it. Um, I can understand like the disappointment, but how about you prepare yourself for that in the 9 months prior? So, yeah, I don't know. I don't wanna. I don't know. My wife and I are probably gonna have a family. Look at that telly knife. Heck yeah, that was funny. So I actually like pulled him back. That was hilarious. Let's watch that again, actually. So I shoot him, then I have to reload. And then, yeah, he jumps out, and I knife him, and he freaking pulls him back up. Wait, can we watch this in slow-mo? This is funny. So he jumps out, and I'm like, nah, Call of Duty Commander Pro perk, get back here. That's pretty brutal, dude. Oh, poor guy. I wonder what that looked like on his screen. I know my buddy Destroyer he was downed in the building below me, and he saw the guy jump out but then shoot back up. Anyway, I don't know, what do you guys think of this Am I the Asshole post? I think it's pretty darn obvious. Oh, let's not do 0.5x speed. Yeah, I don't know, my wife and I are probably gonna hope to have a family sometime soon, and I don't know, dude, I know she likes the idea of like having a boy first because she has an older brother and kind of that protector role I think she vibed with. I have an older sister who I love my older sister. She's a little bit bossy, or at least was when we were a kid. She's actually like every time I talk to her now, she's really chill. So maybe that's just when you're the oldest sibling, you kind of have to take the role of the bossy one, and then when you're the younger sibling, you kind of take the role of being the pain in the ass because life's a little bit easier for you because you don't have to trailblaze as much. I don't know. Say in chat if you guys are. Uh, no way you are here now. Say in chat if you what your sibling dynamic is. Um, yeah, I don't know. I think my wife and I would be happy with boy or girl. I think we would be maybe happier. So like maybe we might be happier with a boy, but dude, with a girl, I'd be so happy too. Um, Weird thing was, I actually like if you had asked me years ago what baby I would want first, I would be like boy, hands down. What changed me was I actually got a dog, my baby girl Nova, and she's so sweet, but she's still so much fun. I think my just fear is just like if I have a kid, I don't want them to be an asshole, and I don't want them to be boring. I just want them to have a fun life. So I'm always like pushing myself to go play with the dog outside, even if I'm exhausted after work, or it's like literally 100 degrees out like it was today. I just like force myself to go out there and play with her because I'm like, dude, she's sitting in her kennel all day. She has to have a better life than that. And I think just seeing how this might have nothing to do with her being a girl, but she's so sweet, yet just is such a young puppy and full of energy, but then also still so full of love. Like she's probably sitting outside the door waiting for me to finish the podcast right now. Maybe that made me biased to having a girl, but are those qualities really girl qualities? I don't know. I don't know. I think having a guy, like guy to guy, like being a father and having a guy, you get to, oh, dude, we get to play FPS games together. Hell yeah. I mean, a girl could do that too. I mean, maybe a little bit less, not adept, a little bit less, might, let's face it, guys, gaming is 90% male. So there's like that part. But I don't think if you have a girl, for example, well, first of all, so my wife would then be able to have all of her fun girly activities with the daughter. And not to mention, I mean, there's like shoot, dude, there's like definitely daughter stuff I would love to like the embarrassing go to a school dance or whatever, daddy daughter dance and embarrass the heck out of your kid. I'm looking forward to that. Something pretty cool. My sister did dance all through school, all through high school and elementary school. And my dad did the dad's dance too, and they did like Yellow Submarine and all these really cool, quirky songs. And my dad had so much fun with it. My dad was such a supportive guy in that way, and he genuinely loved it. And like that's the kind of stuff I don't know, like don't you don't have to like dance isn't. I get that like people want to gender dance, but I don't know. Maybe seeing my dad up there as like when I was in like third grade, seeing him do something that I guess as an adult I really respect it, but back then as a kid I just remember thinking like, oh, that looks like fun. I wouldn't do it, but that looks like fun. Um, but yeah, now like if it's like your own kid, heck yeah, I'd do that. Heck yeah, I'd do that. You can have hairdressers. Have a hairdresser's car. Yeah, that's funny. So Miatas, I have a Miata. So does Pastel Plague, and the joke is that, um, the joke is that Miatas are either driven by track bros or hairdressers or dental hygienists. Look at these guys feeding. Look at that. Keep coming. Oh my gosh, 5 of them. Too bad my aim's garbage. Wow, one of the guys just straight up died. That's funny. What a farm. Yeah, this weapon, this is the XM8, which is actually an older gun, and it's not that good, but they made a recent update where they have a suppressed shortened barrel attachment, and it gives it a suppressor, obviously, but then also the shortened barrel increases rate of fire, so that actually makes the gun decent at close range. It's still not that great, because like LMGs in this game have slower like weapon draw speeds, so that just makes your whole game feel kind of sluggish. Also, the scope options kind of suck for it, but anywho. Um, yeah. Should we talk about mice? Uh, Cameron, but spelled like Camran, where? So far, I've made my Sora V1, Mad Lions Mad G, Darmoshark M5, ROM SA SH01 to Omron Optical Switch, and I love it. Really? Oh, bro knows what's up. Very nice, dude. Yeah, so that was that YouTube short I showed earlier. I love the feeling of Omron Opticals. So the way I just have to describe it to everyone is they have a very sudden collapse feel. So when you press down on them, there's a sudden collapse, which is rather tactile. It's not really loud though. It is pingy. The pinginess I get being annoyed by that. But then the thing is, once it's down, it feels like detented down. It stays down. Whereas most other switches, it feels like when you press them down, it feels like you hit a tactile bump, but there still is spring force pushing back up on you. Whereas the Omron Opticals, when you press down it, that tactile point really clearly feels like a whoomp. Like you guys ever play with those popper? What are those freaking things called? Those little popper. Okay, what are these things called? Popper rubber dome toy. Yeah, these things. You guys ever play with these little launcher things? Right? So they're little cups, and you invert them, you set them on the ground, and then they slowly deform back to their original shape, and they go, and they launch themselves up into the air. So Omron Opticals kind of have this detenting spring feel more so than other switches. All switches have this feel, but to me, Omron Opticals feel even more so that way. Because the thing I struggle with, like, I like tactile switches, like, I like TTC Golds and KLGM 8.0s. Particularly the problem with KLGM 8.0s, though, is that when you press down, you feel the tactile bump, and there still is a spring force pushing back up on you. And I'm just rather sensitive to that. It used to not bother me, but now that I've, like, Omron Optical pilled, it does bother me. So, yeah. Oh, I almost mistracked that guy there, huh? You know, you gotta remind yourself, guys, like when you have a bad game or whatever. I was watching a Viscose video of like her just totally whiffing it on a really easy flank target transition. And I was like, oh yeah, that's right. We're so used to watching YouTubers and their cherry pick clips. This is cherry pick gameplay. I think, yeah, I went 94 and 6. Um, we're so used to watching cherry pick gameplay that we just accept that as the norm, but that's not the norm. Sometimes you just whiff shots. Sometimes you're just a total dummy and get yourself killed in the dumbest way. Like, I think I knew that guy was there. I don't know. I was maybe not. Whatever. Yeah. Isn't there a mouse that uses MX switches? Yeah, Cherry MX switches. So this is the low free mouse keyboard switch. I don't know what the thing's called. Low free touch. Yeah, So this uses keyboard buttons, and then underneath there's an actual mechanical keyboard switch. Yeah. Low-Free sometimes just does. They did the. Remember Dazz reviewed Dazz Trazak, a bicycle helmet mouse. Exotic bicycle helmet mouse. Yeah.
How about something exotic? Bike helmet? Who needs aim training when your mouse looks like a bike helmet? The low-free hype base. Hype Ace.
Yeah, Low-Free.
It's got 8K
I actually
forward,
tried it at his
4950.
house.
It looks like a freaking bike
It's
helmet
bad.
or a bionicle.
I mean, it's like a
The side
cool
button is
concept, I
responsive.
guess.
like
It's not
nothing you've
supposed to
ever
be a
felt.
bicycle
The
helmet.
white
That's just
blades
what
are
we meme
snappy
on it
hell.
as.
The squeal feels
But it has a
amazing.
3311 or
Body with
3395
responsive
sensor.
at some point.
I love this though.
Free hype base. Now, look at this thing. Looks like a cop.
Oh, the
ready to
dongles.
fight crime while riding your bike.
Yeah, it looks
The
like a stack
low-free
light.
hype base. Now on Kickstarter, review coming at some point.
Can you guys go like this video for me?
I would appreciate it.
Oh, you're back. Oh, just in time because I wanted to wrap this up pretty soon. We talked about what have we been rambling about? We've been rambling about
Over the
switches.
giveaway I'm doing.
You are. Oh yeah, well, let's talk about Dazz is doing a giveaway, guys. Where can people find that of the deluxe M800 Mini?
The actual entry is on TikTok at Dasherzak. Just follow and like the latest TikTok.
Is that Googleable? TikTok Dazz Trazak.
It is. This is the microphone we've all been waiting
My
for.
son just woke back up.
It's
So I'll be leaving again.
Oh,
This
okay.
is living hell.
Oh
Yeah.
no. Okay, I might end the stream in like the next 5 minutes, FYI.
Okay.
Yeah. So if we
We'll
don't
see.
see you, then
He's making noises. I don't know.
okay.
Let's check it out.
Well,
You
if I
can
don't
already
see
see
ya,
it. That
then good
beautiful
night.
metallic red. Here's the mouse.
Yeah.
Real quick before I continue, I'll be running a giveaway for one of these and a couple other small prizes sponsored by Envision. Follow me here and like this
Yeah,
video.
so
And also
Envision
follow
is
Envision.store.
that was the
Link in
company we talked
description,
about
and good luck
last
to
week.
everyone.
That
Beautiful
was
large pen.
hang on. Well, we'll go through the video
Very high
first.
quality. Mechanical switches
okay.
definitely
It's
on the more
confusing.
tactile side, but it's still very spammable.
Oh, you're
Side
still
buttons,
here.
Maybe
Okay.
the weakest part of this mouse.
Yeah.
Back one doesn't feel very
Mm.
tactile. Build quality pretty solid. Side button actuation.
I
is smooth,
like
but that's
mine,
not a big
dude.
deal in
I
gaming.
really
Still
like
loving
mine.
this colorway. The metallic red trend is alive.
My
and
back
well.
button,
It's been a
like,
years-long journey to find that perfect Viper Mini clone. The Hyperlight
It
does
moves like a
indeed
very
small
tiny little
mouse,
bit
not
to
quite an
actuate, and
exact
it's just like the
clone.
mushiest
Same
piece
with
of crap
the
ever,
HDMI.
but
We'll
it might
have to
just
sell
be
that
the
game for market.
interior.
They're gonna try and close it.
It's
My
messed
job
up.
is to let you know
I
if
have
they
not
did.
opened it
Not
yet.
skates, but we do have some grip tape. Did they
Yeah,
pull
my
off?
back
We'll have to
button
wait
doesn't
and
feel
see.
great either.
We'll see.
This
This is the Viper Mini we've all been waiting
Mine's
for.
like really bad, but the
Really
rest of the
bad?
mouse is really good. I'm
Okay.
assuming it's a QC issue on just my copy.
I think it
don't
must
know.
be. Yeah, mine's
Yeah.
acceptable. It is mushy and it's like too light. But
Okay, that's how mine is, but like to the extreme. Yeah.
dude, the TTC optical switches I swapped in Omron Opticals. Oh my gosh, I need to use this mouse more. This is so good. This is
Yeah, I think I said
so
mechanicals
good.
in the short. I don't know why I said that.
Yeah,
knew
I
it was TTCs.
I
Yeah, what
noticed
the hell?
that, but they do
I
kind of
noticed it
feel
after I
like
released it. Like, I was like, what did I just say?
it's fine though. I actually weight modded mine M800 Mini disassembly Reddit. I did weight mod mine down. So the stock weight here is 48.7.5. I got it down to 42-ish with just a 150 milliamp hour battery. Yeah,
Okay.
it's a solid mouse. I don't know why it's like $60 on AliExpress. No way, dude. You know, it's a
Yeah.
I think like 40 like 35 40 is a good price for it. 45 is getting a little steep, and like 25 I think Deluxe can ask more than 25. I think it's a pretty good mouse.
It feels better than Alina S480, which was like a $60 mouse. So
Yeah, that's a bad example though. Compare it to like another good M-Chose L7 Plus, dude.
yeah, it shouldn't be more than 35 or 40.
Yeah,
You're right,
M-Chose
yeah.
L7 Plus is markedly better. Not by leaps and bounds, but by a good margin. Yeah. So wait, how do people enter this? They enter it through follow on TikTok and also follow Envision Gear. And
Whoever that is.
like the whoever that is. Yeah, so oh dude, what? The content train is chugging. Whoa.
Two videos of theirs popped off for some reason, like 2,000 views. Yeah, top left corner for the last one. Yeah, there was something else I saw in here.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
bottom
keyboard.
right. Yeah, yeah.
So Envision Envision Gear. They were, what the heck was the name of them when we talked about them last week?
Clacker.
Clackor, yeah, this was the Clackor store scam. This was the Crafting World's scam website because it didn't include an 8K dongle, so I'm gonna get butthurt and get AI to write a hit piece on them. And then I'm gonna turn off comments so nobody can correct me. Oh, Crafting Worlds is my echo chamber.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, Envision.store, so they rebranded. Anything that you can, okay, so give us an overview. What's Envision Store and how has your correspondence gone with them?
I'm not sure if it's like a full rebrand, if they're going to go back to Clackor after they release a statement or what it is, but they're just trying to put a lot of these Chinese mice in a more readily available way, I guess. I think they said they ship from the UK and like somewhere else, not in the US though, so that was confusing as well. But I mean, like the Deluxe M800 Mini is $40 on there, which with a storefront like this and no questions asked isn't the worst thing in the world. But that's the baseline one. The Pro is a little bit more, so it's not the cheapest prices compared to like AliExpress either. But yeah, they're trying to be like LGG, but with some mice and keyboards and stuff. It seems. My correspondence has been
Metkeys.
nice and great and friendly and good. So I have had no problems at all through like 40 emails back and forth, like extensive communication. They sent a mouse, I got it, I'm testing it, we're working together. Seems
Okay.
fine. Seems good.
Totally fine. Yes. So
Yeah.
So the vibe I'm getting from you, not a glowing endorsement, but also not a stay away.
Yeah, I have no like complaints really. If getting this on here with PayPal on a storefront for a bit more appeals to you, then there's no issue with that.
Yeah.
They're giving away like one of the M800 minis as well, and like a $5 gift card, I think, to the stores with the second, there'll be like a second and third prize as well. So.
They're on the metallic hype train, dude. Look at this. Oh wait, this is high selected. Maybe. Wait, do they have more
Indeed.
mice? Is that an
They
angry
do have
meow?
more actually.
Okay. Solid
There's some
offering.
decent ones here.
Yeah.
Y2 and the 100 mini, or 100 Pro rather. Yeah.
Wrong picture here, but yeah. Keyboards. Oh yeah. How about this monstrosity? Well, okay.
We'll see. We'll see where it goes. I'm not sure what else they're gonna source on there.
I want this, dude. Is this available on AliExpress yet? Because I wanted to buy one a while back, but I was skeptical because of holy pop-ups, Batman. Yeah, Thunder Robot. If I can spell that, Thunder Robot. Because Piezogal had a pretty bad review of some Thunder Robot. If I cannot fat finger. Tech Power Up. He had, yeah, this Neuralink mouse. He gave it a pretty bad. Button stopped working after a while. Yeah, that was comical. He was like, if you're full autoing a weapon, sometimes it just stops. Subpar
That's
scroll
crazy.
wheel, polling instability. The limited to 12-bit HID descriptor and wireless operation. That doesn't matter unless you are like fully saturating. It's basically there's a bottleneck in the wireless communication, which only matters if you're using like 8,000 plus DPI and swiping your mouse really fast. It's just too much information.
Right.
The big thing was the buttons not working, and I thought there was one other thing. The Neuralink, I think, was a joke. Like, the Neuralink was like, it's supposed to be lower power, faster speed, and it ends up just being like worse in every single way than 2.4.
ATK's Neuralink was like fine, but the battery life was lower on that version too, so I don't know what the point was. Really.
Weird. It's supposed to. It's a Huawei specific. I think he actually talks about it here. Huawei's Neuralink promises lower latency, better efficiency, and more stable operation compared to traditional wireless standards. Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet, so.
This looks good though. This is like a MM712. I've wanted this mouse for a while. I didn't know that they came in this really nice colorway, but they have like a faker edition. Oh dude, what was it called? Oh my gosh, I forget the name of it. It was called Dragon Thunder Robot ML9 Mini. I'm not gonna
You're
be
right though.
able
It's like a MM712 X2H shape almost kind of a thing. Like,
Yes. Here's their dragon one. Isn't that cool? Did a good
Yeah.
job with that. Even the green and orange, you don't see this too often with the gold too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know, I think I'm a sucker for the metallic green. Okay, Daz, I'm kind of run out of steam here.
My Steam was restolen from me. So
Okay.
um,
We're going to end it there, guys. Thank you so much for the 12 people who have stuck around this long. That's insane. I feel like I'm not that interesting, but thank you guys. Thank you all for listening. If you enjoyed the podcast, consider subscribing, sharing it with your mouse nerd friends. If you have a question, leave a comment or join our Discord. Submit it there. We read. Daz, we don't really read every single Discord question anymore, dude. You and I were talking about that. We have too many people now. Back when it was like a 70-person Discord, I don't know about you. I was on every single new message. I read it. Didn't always respond, but I always read it. Now with like,
yeah, now there's whole conversations. I'm just like, I can't. I can't do it.
but it's
Yeah.
a good thing. This is part of growing a community. Then people can talk amongst themselves, and we'll just focus on the app mentions.
I don't know how many people there are now. 55 plus the offline. Like 230. Yeah, it's a lot.
230, pretty good. Join us there, guys. Link in the description. We'll be back next Friday with another episode.
See ya.